A very warm welcome to day 4 of our Microsoft Fabric program. So, we will begin shortly at 7 p.m. We hope you have enjoyed the sessions so far and are ready for another exciting day of learning. Until then, invite your friends and classmates to join using the same Zoom link shared with you. So, before we begin, here are a few announcements. For attendance, please use the only email ID with which you registered for this program. And kindly join everyday session using the same Zoom link. Please use the chat only for session related questions. Don't spam the chat. And also, we will have an exclusive placement talk at 8 p.m. We encourage everyone to stay and attend as it will cover valuable career guidance, placement preparation, and opportunities. So, thank you. A very good evening, everyone. and a warm welcome to day 4 of our Microsoft Fabric program. We will begin shortly at 7 p.m. We hope you have enjoyed the session so far and are ready for another exciting day of learning. Until then, invite your friends and classmates to join using the same Zoom link shared with you. So, before we begin, here are few important announcements. Sorry. For attendance, please use only the email ID which you registered for this program. Kindly join everyday session using the same Zoom link. Please use the chat only for session related questions, and we will have an exclusive placement talk at 8 p.m. We encourage everyone to stay and attend as it will cover valuable career guidance, placement preparation, and opportunities. Thank you so much. I request you all for wait for a few minutes until the trainer joins. So until then, invite your friends and classmates to join using the same Zoom link shared with you. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. You're very warm welcome to day 4 of our Microsoft Fabric program. So we will begin shortly at 5 minutes, like when the trainer joins. We hope you have been enjoying the session so far and are ready for another exciting day. So until then, invite your friends and classmates to join using the same Zoom link shared with you. Thank you. Dear learners, thank you for joining us on time. So our train is on the way and will be joining us shortly. We appreciate your patience and request you to stay connected for a few minutes. So meanwhile, here are a few reminders. Please make sure you have joined using your registered email ID for attendance. Use the same Zoom link every day to attend the sessions. Please keep yourself muted and use the chat only for session related questions. Don't forget to stay with us until 8 p.m. for our exclusive placement talk, where you will receive valuable guidance on placements, career opportunities, and interview preparation. Thank you once again for your patience. We will begin the session as soon as the trainer joins. Thank you.
Hi, Tony.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi. So
Yeah,
probably wait for few minutes. I think many people has to join.
yes, sir. We will. So we will start at 7:10. Sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Can we start
Yes,
now?
so we can start now.
Okay, sir.
Fine. So, yes, hello everyone. Good evening. So, let's start. So, people who have not created yet account, for them, actually, here we have a document which I'm going to show you. Okay, so it's a simple approach. You can read this document. So, what you need basically to create, this account. First, you need, it's not necessarily you should have Gmail, even Yahoo or Outlook, some generic email ID. Okay, so that email ID you can use a mobile phone number for one-time verification codes. Then you need to have credit or debit card. Use only to verify your identity for the Azure free account. You will not be charged unless you manually upgrade to a paid subscription. So you are going to create a trial account, free account, and you will be not charged unless you subscribe for paid subscription. That's what I explained yesterday. Then Microsoft Authenticator app you should install in your phone. Optional but recommended because it's going to be a smooth. Just using phone, you can authenticate every time. So Microsoft Authenticator is a app on actually Google. Yeah, I mean, Play Store, you can find this app, you can install. It's going to be helpful in terms of authentication. So it may take overall like 20 to 30 minutes to do all those things. So here, first part, create a free Azure account using your Gmail ID. Go to Azure free account. So this is basically uh, page. You should just browse. You will get the pre-account related, setup. Everything will get there. You need to click on try Azure for free. And so next, you need to sign up. Or so if you don't have account, then sign up. If you have account, you need to sign in. Okay, that's what the options next you have. Verify your Gmail address. So Microsoft emails a one-time verification code to your Gmail inbox. You need to just use that code to verify
Sir,
Gmail.
sorry for interrupting. Your screen is not visible, sir.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry for this. I think it is some mistake. Fine. So it's a quick, as I said earlier, same thing you need to follow here. It's all written. You can just follow this document and you will be able to create everything. So it's all written, as I said earlier, what you need, all those things written here, Gmail, personal Gmail account. So not only Gmail, you can also use Outlook or Yahoo or some other generic email ID for free account. Okay. Then a phone number to one-time verification code you will be getting. Then you need to have credit or debit card. So here, as I said yesterday also, that normal debit card or a credit card will not work out. Your debit card and credit card should support international transaction. So that means you need to go your net banking and enable for international transaction. It's going to transact only 2 rupees. Okay. Then you can come back and disable. So if you don't want to expose for international transaction, your debit card or credit card, you can just enable and do the transaction in terms of verification. And then further, you can disable it. No need to worry. Nothing is going to happen. We have done this, multiple times in last many years. So this is just a process we have to follow. There is no other choice because it's all in cloud, it's all online. It's not like you need to have some software, a desktop application, something like that. It's all in cloud, and using browser, you are going to perform all this. So this is the only option you have. You can go for free. There is no any other option unless you have college email ID, university email ID, and your company email ID. So using these three, company in the sense any corporate email ID, it will work. Any college email ID, so domain should be college, website or university website for university email ID. So if you don't have all of these three, only this is the option to create a free account. Okay. So I understand majority of people can do this differently. I mean, they can easily understand, but a few people may be, facing challenges. That is the reason we have created this document. It may take around 20-30 minutes time to create this account. So first part is create a free Azure account using your Gmail ID. Go to this page, then try Azure for free. You will be getting this. So for example, if I click on this, you can see here you have two options, pay as you go, and you have try Azure for free. You should go for this option. Okay. So when you click on this, what you will be getting, basically it is asking for sign up. So for me, already multiple accounts I have. I don't have anything, so I'll just go for this one. And then I need to give a new email ID. So if you don't have, just create one. It will ask you to create a Microsoft account. You can convert your Gmail, Outlook, or Yahoo into a Microsoft account. So I've done multiple, so I have some different numbers or, know, a debit card or credit card. So I have created many accounts, but most likely not everyone will have the same, same option. So in that case, you can go for create one, create Microsoft account, then actually will be able to move further. Just follow this flow, whatever options you are getting. In that flow, you will be able to reach in terms of creating your Azure free account. It's not too much it's not too complex. It's very simple if you're using, social media accounts and all. Uh, it's very simple. Otherwise, also you just need to follow next. If one option doesn't work, go for another action, another step. Okay. If here, suppose if you are using your Gmail, if it doesn't work, go and create a new one. So you have option. If you click on this, it is going to ask to create a new account, right? So sign in with a different account. You choose this option. You need to be just a little bit wise in terms of choosing option here. Again, here, if you don't know anything or you don't have the Microsoft account, go for create an account. Here, again, you will get a different option. Now you use your email ID, your Gmail. You don't need to create a separate account the way actually you create your Gmail. You need to just put your Gmail ID here and then click on next. And it's going to again send you a verification code, whichever email ID you put here. You will be getting a verification code. Once it's verified, you are good to go with that email ID. And after that, you need to just put like first name, surname, then address, phone number, email ID, your role, company name. So you don't need to put everything realistic, like company name. Suppose if you are a student, just mention developer or a student, something like that. Company name, you don't, if you're not working, just mention XYZ, ABC, something, some keywords, that's all. And then further, actually, it's going to ask if you go for next and next, then you will find the option. So it's going to ask even address. So after address, country, and all, they are going to ask for debit card or credit card for verification purpose. And then it's going to transaction to rupees. So you need to provide, like if you are using debit card, your debit card number, expiry date and all, then CSV name, CVV number, and then you will get OTP. So you have to just give 2 rupees will be transacted. That's all. Your Azure account is getting created. Once it's created, then you need to move further to create a tenant. So that is mentioned here also. I did it yesterday, and just briefly, I have mentioned everything in this account here also. Everything is written. Whatever I'm explaining you, everything is written also here. So this is going to be very much useful for anyone who doesn't know anything how to do this. Okay. Uh, so now here you see, once you created the Azure free account, then open Microsoft Entra ID. Basically, in front page, you will get your this option. Let me show you. Uh, I'm not getting all the message. I don't know. Is see. Okay, here I have it. Not required. See, directly, if you can access your Fabric, you can definitely create directly your Fabric account using your corporate email ID as well as college email ID or university email ID. So if you're using that, email, those email ID, in that case, you don't need, Gmail. You can simply, yes, you don't need basically, you don't need to create Azure. That's not mandatory. Okay. But this is only approach for, because I assume many students may not have the scope to create, having those college email ID or university or corporate email ID. So for that purpose, this is an important step. And 60 days, you can use it free of cost, right? So here, I just wanted to show you. So when you click here like Azure, let me show you. So I have created this with 39, so it will show something and something bit different. Okay, so I'll go for home. Yeah, here you can see this is what you need to click on. Manage Microsoft Entra ID. So this is suitable for only if you have you can verify your student identity using college or university email ID. Then it will work. This is a free trial. This works generally. Uh, but suppose if you're creating multiple accounts and all, in that case, it may not work. So these are the some challenges you may face. So after creating, your Azure account, you go for this one. For me, it is showing view because already I have created the tenant here, right? So if I click here, view, see here all the details are there. I can create another one. That option also I have. Same thing. When you click on basically create, like here under, manage tenant, when you click on manage tenant, there actually, I guess, see, again, it is asking to authenticate. So there are some beginning level challenges we have generally. Everyone face very common thing, no need to worry. But if you try, you will be able to fix it. This is not too complex, but initially you may struggle to, get it. That is the reason we are spending some more time on this. So at least first you need to have account, right? So home and view. Uh, so see here. So for me, it is showing view because I have already created one, but you can create another one. So when you click user, create new user, or even you have other option. So now here you need to just follow wherever you have this asterisk. So use principal name. You can type anything. Let's say XYZ. I'll create another also for you. Let's say XYZ. And then display name XYZ, that's fine. So password you can unselect. No, it's not be auto generated. To create your own password. So that I can't show you. So password is created. Fine. So this is the only option, account enabled. So it should be checked, this one. And review creator. This is what you need to click on. Just move to first, properties. That also is check. That's fine. Here you don't have asterisk, so you don't need to mention all those things. And user type, it's member and guest. Both option is there. And by default, it should be member. Rest other options are not mandatory, so you can just move next. But you can understand when you are working on a project, you need to provide, generally you need to have all these things, right? So move to next. No assignments to display. Just to move next review, create. So now you can see XYZ at the rate MS Fabric this increase. See the user principal name XYZ at the rate MS Fabric PBI Gmail dot on Microsoft.com. Display name XYZ, mail nickname, all these things. Password I will not show. You can keep it yourself private again, yourself also. Properties member, that's all. We have not put anything else. Now just click on create and it's going to. Okay, so here insufficient privilege to complete the operation. So free account, I can create only one. So that is the reason, but you will be able to create one account as we have created using same approach yesterday XLR at the rate MS Fabric. So this is the only setting you need to create a new account. For me, now I cannot create insufficient privilege. So I can go for this troubleshoot like Copilot and all, but doesn't it's not required. Yesterday it worked for one account, it will work. Free account you cannot get multiple, but if you have subscriptions, you will get multiple options in terms of creating multiple users you can create. For free, you cannot create multiple. Okay. So this is what you have to create. Once you create this account, then you need to simply log in with Microsoft Fabric. So this is the path. You can just click on this, and it is going to ask email ID and password what you have given for your tenant. That is what it is going to ask. You need to just provide the email ID. That email ID is here. You can see this is the actual email ID. You need to use further for Fabric, and same time you can use it for uh, Power BI also. So Power BI also you can use the same email ID. It's going to work for 60 days. For Fabric, Power BI, both it's going to work same tenant. So that is the reason yesterday it is when we have like it works, uh, same, tenant is going to work for Power BI and Fabric. That is the reason. It is so, by default, it may show sometimes Power BI or Fabric, and here you have option to even switch it. See, Fabric, Power BI. So, I mean, see here, it may be with different scenario. You may face like, so earlier, like, a year or 2 years back, multiple options were there. Now it's only Fabric and Power BI. Again, they have introduced new Fabric view. So as I said, like Fabric is very new. They have started in 2022, late 2022, and 2023-24 they have done the significant changes, improvement for stability purpose. Now definitely it's a stable, but still a lot of improvements, lot of changes are happening, and those updates are eventually it may happen by every week or every month. uh, it's going to be updated. You want to track those information, you can just check here, Fabric latest updates. So you can figure out what's happening on this blog. Even Learn platform is also from Microsoft. You can find there as well. Fabric July feature summary. So whatever they have done update for July, you can find here. Same way, I mean, you should explore this community blog for all the different events or activities or improvements are happening across the world. So we'll be able to find very interesting, like events as well as updates and change. Everything you'll find here. So this is the platform. I would recommend you to use it for futuristic updates or currently what kind of issues people are facing. See, get certified for free when you join Fabric Data Days. So this is also one update I wanted to tell you. So very detailed thing I will present it to tomorrow. But as you see, get Fabric or SQL certified for free. So you can do it. There is a date. I think 10th August is last date. By then, you need to register for this. But exactly, I'm going to confirm you on that. Then you can get a, I think, 50% discount also in terms of getting Fabric certification. So as of now, suppose if it is charging, uh, I think 8 or 10, around 8,000 or 10,000, lump sum 10,000, it's going to charge, but that is going to be discounted by 50%. So for that, you have to, complete certain step here when you go after this. Okay. So you can try as of now yourself, but exact detail I'm going to provide you tomorrow, by date also, by when you need to complete a certain step. And this is limited, it's not for everyone. So there is a limited, ticket in terms of discount and all. Even they can give you some free certification option also, like you can simply, appear for the free certification. Depends, time to time, this kind of offer comes. So that's the reason you should continuously use this as and when, okay. So it's a recommended, that you should use this blog for latest information. Okay. Let's move further. So quickly, this is a document and it's going to be available in LMS. You can use this. Next, you have all the step. You can say just to sign up, whatever I explained you. Same thing you have here. Okay, so all the tips and some troubleshooting common issues also you have, how you can do that. So everything is documented here. Okay. Some alternative method is also there that also you can try. But more or less, I think you have to follow the same approach. Uh, Not much different because the account which I have created for trial, same I can use it for developer also. It works. So that's why I'm telling you. So this is about the developer program. You can try either way, you get it. Same you will be able to use for Fabric also, and even developer program, whatever you have under 365, Microsoft 365. Okay, so all the details are here for creating accounts. You will find this document in LMS. Okay, so let's move further. So, okay, yesterday we were going through creating workspace, and eventually we have created workspace in terms of Power BI. That is definitely required, not today, not yesterday, but some eventually you have to create for Power BI also. That's fine. It's almost similar. There's no much difference. But quickly we are going to create a even Fabric workspace. So now you see everything is for Fabric. And this is how it should look like when you have the access for Fabric. Okay. Tenant and all, everything you can see. So this is how it should look like. So quickly, I'll just look into the chat. If any important question. Okay, so LMS portal link. I think Tony should share once again here. Then yes, it is compulsory. It's not compulsory. As I said, like if you have account from college, official email ID from college, that is not Gmail or Yahoo. So it may be like Javeer Alam Khan at the rate of a certain college name.com or .org or .edu, something like that. So that kind of email ID is required for directly accessing Fabric free of free trial. Okay. So Jupyter is better. This is not relevant here, but if you want, say Jupyter is useful in terms of using learning your Python and PySpark and all that's fine. But here we don't need to install any IDE. We have inbuilt notebook, which is going to be very much helpful for all these programs like SQL as well as SQL Spark. Then you have PySpark, even Python code you can write, and same time you have option to write Scala. Same time you have option to write even R programming. All these programs supports in Power BI services as well as Fabric, vice versa. But mostly we rely on SQL. Either it's a Spark is SQL or you have normal SQL and then Python or PySpark. So these are basically these two are important. Doesn't matter whether you're using Spark SQL or PySpark or Python or normal SQL. All the way actually will be able to achieve most of the outcomes. But here it's recommended when you are handling large data sets, use PySpark, use Spark SQL. It's going to be much better than SQL queries. We will understand those differences, upcoming days. I'll try my level best to explain that part also. Uh, so every sector you can use Fabric, that is applicable for every sector, because data is a very common factor for every sector, every industry. So it doesn't matter which industry you're working in, but if you are handling data, either it's less or more, you can use Microsoft Fabric. Fine. So extra, use extra Gmail. I didn't get you, but yes, you can use Gmail. XLR is not relevant here. I have just created my name of the tenant as a XLR. You can give name of tenant anything, XLR or Fabric or your own name or anything, XYZ. Okay. It's only for 60 days. Here, one critical part you have that once it's expire, like after 60 days, it's not going to remove your data, codes, and pipelines immediately. You will be getting some retention notice. So you need to, follow that retention notice. You can, subscribe for, paid, or you can, basically uh, archive. You can archive your pipelines and everything. That is the option you will be getting. So retention notice you will be getting after 60 days. There is no option to renew free of cost. You have to go for paid, or you can just archive your data pipelines and everything. So that notice is called retention notice. Okay. No, it's not required, Janvi. It's absolutely fine. You have Fabric Workspace. I've seen yesterday multiple times you have shown. That's sufficient. You don't need Azure. See, Azure is required for at certain level when you have to use advanced security and all security features. So there is a in this course module also I have explained you that you have security features as well as Azure Vault is there. That is one services you need for your critical security part. Like critically, if you have to handle all the security part in terms of pipeline, in terms of everything. So that is the Azure Vault is required. Further depends upon the services, what kind of Azure services you are going to consume. So assume like data science related or AI related services you are going to use. So for that you need Azure. But same tenant, it's going to work. No. So if you create even Fabric tenant, same that tenant is actually getting created on Azure. And that is the reason same tenant works for Fabric, and same tenant is going to work for even Power BI services. So even for same thing is applicable for Power Platform. Suppose if you use Power Platform, that is same tenant is applicable for Power Platform. Okay. So, but not explicitly as a beginner. You don't need to worry much about that. You can follow the session. I'm going to guide you. As I said in beginning, this is a course for beginner to mid-level, to reaching at mid-level, not completing mid-level. You will just complete your beginning level and you are ready to explore mid-level. That is where you will be able to learn during this course. So further scope, definitely I'm going to explain you that how you're going to explore further. Uh, because we have certain limitations in terms of time as well as various things, right? So what is exact problem? I don't know. So but you just follow the document once again on LMS, you will find that document today. So just follow the document, read completely, follow that, and then again come back. No worries, we are going to address most of the people in terms of uh, hmm, no, not required. No, Janvi, you are already good to go. Don't worry. I think you're very smart in terms of uh, exploring these things. You're very good in terms of moving forward. Don't worry. You're good to go with this whole thing. Don't worry. It's very much popular. You don't know, but I can tell you. Uh, since 2022, 23, since it's started in 2022, since then it's getting huge popularity across the world. I know since I'm teaching this course across US, Europe, and India, there is a huge popularity for this course and demand for job is also more and more in last 6 months. There is more popularity. Almost it's doubled in terms of Microsoft Fabric. So after 15, 20 minutes, somebody is going to explain you about job perspective of Microsoft Fabric that also you will be getting. So fine, I think this is sufficient. Rest all, it looks okay. Okay, so LMS part briefly it will be updated by Tony during this session. Don't worry, Tony. So please just briefly you can just take a note on that. Okay, fine. So I'm just moving forward. It's not that easy to look into each and every factor, but major factor I will definitely try to help. Okay. So Tony is going to respond. You can just any specific question, just tag to Tony. He's going to respond you in terms of LMS or about the session and all. Okay. So quickly we are going to create a workspace and then we'll move with our one lake program, data and one lake, today's actual session. So I understand sometime we are spending a bit more time in terms of this account and settings and all. So, but that is a very bare minimum we need without having this account, without having, you know, proper account setup, we cannot move further. So that is the reason it's okay to spend some time here. Don't worry. Further, we can, compensate those, time. We might be quick or we will be able to cover up. Don't worry. It happens like no issues. Okay. So when you have to new workspace in Fabric, here again, you can see my workspace. So if you have to create new workspace, yes, here you have option. You can see what is ready we have created that is available. So either you create in Power BI or in Fabric, both is going to available. But quickly you can look into this option also. You should not find much difference. Let me see. So I'll just give a name Fabric. So describe, you can give the description. Domain we don't have anything. Then image we can upload. Advanced. So here you have honor list, and you can add other people also. Uh, so in contact list, you have option to add other people. Work space type. So that is about license. Depends upon license. If you click on learn more, you'll get more about the workspace type. And here you have option in terms of workspace setting. This is also important. And even this part. Both you can just look into once. It's Microsoft official documentation. You'll find, hmm, don't worry if it is giving Power BI or Fabric, both working like a very similar way. Either you use Fabric Workspace or Power BI. So there are the options. You can see the screenshot, how actually in terms of various other licenses, you can use it. Okay. So this is a recommendation you can read once. You will also get option in terms of workspace setting, workspace access. That is about security features. Uh, who is going to access your workspace? You are going to define, as I said yesterday, that there is a couple of important role, but the most important role is a member. So member is going to perform or basically contribute mostly. So those are developers actually. When it comes to viewer, they are end user. When it comes to administrator owner, that means administrator. So owner or administrator have right to invoke your credentials or remove as a member or remove as a viewer. All those options are there. This is not too much, like you can just simply have a look. You can find everything here. This is very good document from Microsoft. You can say this document is coming from Microsoft, and everyone use the same document for learning purpose. So roles in workspace, you can find everything here. Then similarly, other like give access to workspaces. So when you start working on a specific project, then you need to, as a owner or as a admin, you need to manage this access. Same time, that is also very much important for this RLS, that is a row level security. We will discuss this part. Relevant, much relevant for Power BI, but you have similar security in Fabric also. So manage access, and you can see step by step. It's very simple. If you have to add people, your workspace name is test. Here, you have to just give a name. So when you're working in an organization, basically by typing name, you will be able to find out someone whom you want to give access, right? As a member or viewer or whatever. Or you can use email ID of that particular individual. So here you can see you have admin, member, contributor, and viewer. So member or contributor, basically both have like most of the you can perform most of the activities as a member or contributor. Viewer is the end user, admin have control of everything, right? So further, you have many things which we are going to come back during our session. So otherwise, this is a document, you can use it for your reference. Even for me also, this is a document for reference because it's coming from Microsoft. So most credible source you have, that is learn.microsoft.com for Fabric or Power BI or anything what we explore on Microsoft, we'll find on this platform. Okay, let's move on. Fine. So here just click on apply. So now you can see you have option to create the app. So when you have something here, then this is relevant. Otherwise, if you click, then say what we are getting needs some content. We do not have any dashboards or reports that can be shared through apps. So if you have dashboard reports that you can share through apps, where actually we'll be getting some more accessibility in terms of developing your apps, very sophisticated way. You have option to use JavaScript, you have option to use TypeScript. That is the next level. Features are available in Fabric. As of now, we don't have anything. So manage access. That is what I was telling. And here, if you have to add people or groups, so in organizations, you have groups also. Assume like somebody is working on uh, a particular team. So the team, let's say like HR or finance. So you may have email ID like group email ID, HR at the rate of abc.com or company.com, right? So that is a group. In that group, you may have 10, 20, 15 email ID. So if you want to add a group, you can just mention that group email ID. It's going to assign as a people like in that group, everyone is going to be added here. I mean, it's very simple and straightforward. And then here you have option in terms of viewer, say all those things what we have seen on that learn.com, Microsoft, sorry, learn.microsoft.com. So admin, member, contributor, view. All these options are, you just need to select like member and then just to put an email ID. I'll put here, let's say this is my email ID. Okay, one or more email address with the following domains. Okay. So I think we have to use some other email ID. This is already okay. Mm, use, okay. So these are outside my organization. So that is the reason I cannot use it. So now you understand why it's not working. So because my organization is here different. Now understand that part. My organization is basically this one. MS Fabric, PBI, Gmail dot on Microsoft.com. So this is my domain. MS Fabric, PBI, Gmail. So that is the reason it's not accepting. So every email which you are mentioning over there, that should contain, this particular organization name or domain basically. That is the reason it's not accepting. Okay. So fine, it's just matter of like name or email, and in your organization, everyone like every organization have the same domain, so not face difficulty. You can just use email ID of any individual. They will be able to use as a member, admin or contributor of viewer. Okay, so these are very simple settings. You don't need to much worry. When it comes to workspace setting, so this is what again very important. So Tony, we have some yeah some guests are there for some placement related speech. Tony, are you there? Tony, are you there? Hello, Tony. Okay, so let him come
So
back.
really sorry, sir. I was on a call.
Okay, okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, so a speaker is available for
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Sheetal is available. So we can start in 2 minutes sir, when Sheetal
okay,
is available.
okay, okay. So fine. Next few minutes we'll have address on placement related details. Meanwhile, let's okay, Tony, please let me know when she is ready. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
here, yeah. So this is about workspace settings, Git integration. So you can see we have option in terms of using Azure DevOps. Don't worry, I'll come back to this part in terms of implementation. But just to showcase whatever options you have, and we are going to implement it. So when we use here Azure DevOps, that is about CI/CD pipelines. So I mean, if you are familiar or aware of CI/CD pipelines, so that is what we are going to implement using Azure DevOps. Okay. When it comes to workspace, I'm going to explain about this part briefly because this is a huge, but when it comes to CI/CD pipelines, for our capstone project, we are going to implement this CI/CD pipeline, and I'm going to explain you each and every step, what it is and how it works in corporate environment. So as a Fabric developer, again, or a Fabric data engineer or Fabric data analyst, you don't need too much worry in terms of this Azure DevOps, but only a part which belongs to CI/CD pipelines. So that is really critical. It's not only for Fabric, any technical project. As of today, if you see, uh, any IT project, they implement CI/CD pipelines. So people who are already working in IT departments and IT jobs, they might be familiar that what is CI/CD pipelines, and we will do that. Okay. When it comes to like Git integration, so how actually we use Git for IT projects in terms of push, pull, commit. I mean, all the Git features, whatever we have. So some basics of Git integration we are going to teach you while exploring CI/CD pipelines. Okay. When it comes to workspace identity, workspace identities. Create a workspace and need to use an authentication method. So that is about various types of authentications we have. So when you create a workspace identity, so you'll get authentication method. So as of now, I have not created a specific authentication, but authenticator I have, let's see, name, you can see this is the name of workspace, an ID, app ID, role, state active. Yeah, so that's all we have. As of now, we don't have.
Uh,
Okay.
excuse me, sir.
So,
So sorry for interrupting. Sheetal is now available.
mhm.
So for 10 minutes, like we have a placement talk, and student will receive a valuable guidance and placement and career opportunities. So can we please prove, sir?
Sure, sure. Seetal, please go ahead. Thanks, Tony.
Sure, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, am I audible, Tony?
Yes, Sheetal, you are
Oh,
very audible.
okay. Sir, can you just stop sharing your screen? Thank you, sir. So, good evening to all the students who have joined in here for the Microsoft Fabric session. I have just joined in 10 minutes back and I have learned a few things. So, I hope the students, you guys are learning a lot of things. So, just give me a minute. Yeah, I hope my screen is visible, right?
Yes, Sheetal, your screen is
Okay.
visible and clear.
So, yeah, again, good evening to all the students. I'll just take 5-10 minutes regarding the placement. So, you can see here in XLR, we just don't train the students or support the learners, but in XLR, we also focus on students to give them a career enabling system. So it's just not about skills, but also about skills plus mentorship plus the placement support. I'll just walk you through the quick XLR. So this is how we take up this national skilling network to upskill the students. You can see here, XLR was founded in 2013 by an IIM ISB alumni having 5,000 plus recruitment partners and having 13 plus years of excellence in training and placement. We have around 2,000 plus academic institutions as collaborators, which include premium institutions like IIT Roorkee, IIT Mumbai, and BITS Bilani Camp. So we operate at a national scale with the standardized quality, proven systems hiring interconnections across India where we have our presence in Hyderabad, Pune, Bangalore, Chennai, Noida, and Delhi. Also, we have our learners spread across the world through the online training, and we have strong connect with the academic institutions, close to 2,000 plus, and major alliances and accreditations such as iHub Divya Sampark, APSHE, TAS, IITM Pravartak, and BFSI sector. So, with associations like BFSI Sector Council Skill and Electronic Sector Skills Council of India, it has made it possible that you are learning from the same ecosystem. So, you can see here, we have a decade of training and excellence. We have conducted almost 1,000 plus webinars and 30 plus technical courses. We have around 2 lakhs plus faculty and also 8 lakh plus students who have been participating and are getting trained through our faculty and student development program. These numbers are real proofs that how our system works, and this is not a one-time program, but a continuous process where we try to upskill our learners in the best way possible. So, what truly sets us apart from other training programs is that we have engagement with institutions like IIT Roorkee, where we have trained faculties and the research scholars there on time series analysis and predictive analytics. And this was a faculty development program on full stack development at IIT Bombay. And this was a training program in BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. It was a student initiative where student has approached XLR to conduct programs on Power BI and machine learning. So the same expertise level trainers with the same curriculum will be trained for you guys and with the same model and level. So apart from all these, we have retail courses with placement assistance. We have all the category of training programs under one roof with placement assistance. The XLR here is going to support you and understand from theory to practical and skill mastery to reach your dream job. So it's just not a classroom or an online training, but also better above than online training, where each one of you will be given training by the top-notch faculty like live expert, assignments and real-world projects with dedicated mentors, assessments and evaluations, and of course, certifications for the course completion. We also build resume building and the LinkedIn profiling, along with mock interviews and placement assistance with the hiring part. And at the end, we also have direct interview calls and on job drives with the companies. And at the end, the learner is job ready and is ready to face the interview in the real life. So we have a defined placement process, as you can see here. Once the course completion is done, we have profile building. We help in building your resume and restructuring your resume. So once this is done, we move on to the skill validation, where we would have multiple mock interviews done, which brings in confidence to crack interview. After which, we would be having the aptitude and the technical and also the HR round. And then we would move you to the hiring connection, where after the interview is done, you will be provided with the continuous support from XLR through the interview cycle. Also, during the interview at different stages, XLR would be supporting you. In addition to that, you will also be updated and you will also get to know which stage of the interview you are. And this is done through the XLR app, where after the course completion is done, your details will be uploaded by the XLR team and you will be able to view various openings from various hiring partners. Also, along with which, you can also track your progress on which stage of the interview you are through the XLR tool and where you have to work on yourself more to crack the interview. So this is all possible as we have around 11,000 openings available, 5,000 plus hiring partners, and 100 plus learners who are attending the interview process currently. So these are few students you can see here who have been placed in the various and different companies. So let me just walk you through our classrooms at different locations. So those were our so those were our different classrooms at different locations. So now what you have students to do is you can scan the QR code which is there on the screen. We will hold it for another 3 to 4 minutes. So to reach your destination in your career map, you have to do a small push and a little hard work from your end. So you can just scan the QR code which is seen and whatever queries you have, you can just drop it down there. We will hold the screen for 2-3 minutes. So once your queries are put down, our team will be getting in touch with you. So whatever queries you have regarding the placement or the courses, you can actually put in there. So yes, I hope the students who are really serious about their future and who wants to get your dream job have already scanned the QR code. So this seats are limited because we focus on small batches for the real placement support. So the earlier you start, the earlier you get placed. It's simple as that. So thank you guys. Uh, Kanaya sir, you can actually take over the session.
Thank you so much, Sital, for the insightful and motivating placement talk. I'm sure our participants have gained valuable guidance on career opportunities and placement preparations and the skills required to succeed in the industries. So, dear participants, we hope you found this session helpful and encourage you to apply these tips for your careers. So, don't forget to scan and fill the forms. So, we will continue the remaining part of today's Microsoft Fabric session after the 5 minutes break. So, yeah, thank you guys. Dear learners, we will start the session in 5 minutes. So please wait for 5 minutes until the trainer joins. So please don't leave the session. If you leave, you don't be able to join again the meeting. So please don't leave the meeting. I request you all. Thank you.
Yeah, hello everyone. We can start the session. We can start the session now. So sorry, my video may be not clearly visible due to some issues. Here actually power outage is there, so due to that, my video may not be visible clearly. Once power resume, I'm going to on it, or please bear with me. Thank you. So next, so whatever we were going through, that was workspace setting. So we have different types of workspace. So we have just explore this part, just understand that how we are going to use Azure DevOps. So as I said, it's going to be for CI/CD pipeline purpose. When it comes to general settings, general setting is going to be name, description, type
Excuse me,
of,
sir.
yes.
Your screen is not sharing.
Okay, sorry. So my screen is Tony, it's visible now.
Yes, sir, it is visible and clear.
Okay. So we were discussing about general settings of workspace. So first thing, like here, you need to have image. You can upload it. Just click on upload. You will be able to upload images. Yeah. Then name. So this is a name. You can change it also. Then description, you can write the basically workspace, as I said, it's about your project. So you can write description about that particular project. So assume like if it is hotel analytics. So you can write it, this workspace, hotel analytics project. Something, so whatever you want to describe, you can write it about your project. Myself just a generic statement I have given here. Okay. Next, you have domain. So we have understood about domain. So as of now, we don't have domain, so you'll not get anything. Or tag and all, select. So tag may be, a specific tag like keywords and all. You can use it. So that is about the search results. So whatever keywords actually you are going to give for, as a tag. Using that, you will be able to search. So that is a major purpose about this tag. And this is about contact. We have already discussed about that part. Suppose if you are using OneDrive as a your data, source data storage, it may be CSV file, it may be PDF file, it may be Excel file, or any different types of files like JSON, image, and all. So if you store in OneDrive, then you can also give workspace OneDrive group name. Okay. So these are the some common general settings you have. Then you have option to delete. So be careful, and this access is only applicable for admin. So other people will not get that option. So only admin can delete this. As you can see here, this workspace will be permanently deleted after a retention period of 7 days. So even though if you delete, there is a option of 7 days of retention. Okay. As defined by your Fabric administrator, contact your Fabric administrator if you need to restore the workspace and recover the items in it during this retention period. Okay, so even though if you have authority to delete or remove this workspace, as a member, you can delete. I think, yeah, that option they have enabled now. So you can delete, but retention is going to be restored by administrator. So anyways, you should be very much careful when you are removing any workspace, because whatever you have association in terms of files, own lake, uh, you know, notebook, everything will be deleted. So for that reason, you should be very much careful in terms of deleting workspace. When it comes to workspace type, so here it is showing Power BI Pro, and you have option to go for Power BI Premium or other options you have, like yesterday we have seen. So Power BI and Fabric, both actually it is showing together. Since we are using setting here, like in Fabric, you'll find both. You have dedicated Power BI service. There you will part first part, that is only for Power BI. And when you choose Fabric, then you are getting both. So these are the basically you have workspace type. You can choose. As of now, since we are using free trial, so you're not getting any other option. But if you are using, paid, if you have paid subscription, you will be getting all these options. Uh, yes. Next comes to Azure connections. So here you have Azure. Now you see in beginning we have understand that how the fabrics basically work. So it's basically on top of based on Azure, right? Like based on Azure, actually you have fabric. So whatever one lake actually you are using, that is using Azure Data Lake Gen 2. So in short, we call it ADL. ADLS actually, Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2. So ADLS in short, actually you can call it ADLS. You can see here ADLS Gen 2. Okay. So in basically for single tenant, we have just created one tenant, that is XLR. And for this tenant, you will have only one lake. You'll not have multiple one lake. Only one lake you will be able to use using a tenant. I mean, for one tenant, you have access for only one lake. Okay. So that's why the connections you have with Azure. So now you may have questions, because some people have asked me earlier that whether we need Azure account or not. So even though if you create using tenant or if you are getting assigned tenant using from Microsoft for Microsoft Fabric or Power BI, by default, basically 1 lakh storage you will be getting for that particular tenant and which has connection with Azure. So all these services or Fabric data platform works on Azure cloud, right? So that is the reason this connection will be there by default. Okay. And same tenant and same email ID you can use for Azure cloud also. You can create your resource group and everything in Azure also. Depends upon your subscription, depends upon your yes, like license capacity and all. You will be able to use all the services, whether it's related to AI or machine learning and even data science. Various other services are available. As you suppose if you explore Azure cloud, then you will find a lot of actually services are available. So all the services you can use, uh, single using single tenant. Okay. So create resource, you can create any resource using this option. As you can see, you have so many services are available in Azure services. Then you have marketplace products. So all these options are there. As I said, like Azure Key Vault. So we are going to create this Key Vault for security purpose. So all your principal, basically credentials, you know, security related, all the features like firewall and all those things, we are going to manage using Key Vault. Okay. Further depends upon your need. You can create all the, see here itself, you can create a Fabric resource, right? Same time, you have option to create for Azure Databricks also. You can create here, and then if you search, you will find so many services are there. Uh, Here you can see the categories. Each of the categories you have, various options in terms of services, in terms of marketplace. Now see, these are the, like cloud is very popular and that is in first place under AI apps and agents. Open Cloud, these are the very popular, even and N. All these are very popular, so you find in first. Next, here other services you may have like Azure Board or Foundry. So this is about AI agents. We are going to discuss a little bit about this as much as possible. I'm going to create something like some AI agents using this, Azure Cloud. So otherwise, machine learning, if you go to every category, you'll find all the services. Whichever services you want to use, you can use it. Okay. So as you can see here, list category itself is there. There is almost 25 or 30, around 20 categories are there. In each category, you'll find too many services, right? So depends upon your need, you can create, this resource group. Okay. Fine. So I'll just move back to Fabric. Next we have system storage. So as of now, we have not stored anything in 1 lake. So you see it's a 0. Otherwise, you'll find the size of the storage. So we will come back and see when we upload some files, some tables and all. Git integration we have seen. Then workspace identity. This is also, I think we have seen. Here, as of now, okay, so if you click, as of now, you don't have any option. Outbound networking. Okay, just give me a minute, 1 minute, hold on. Yes. So this is about network security. So even suppose if you want to understand, this is not, as of now, we don't have any network part here, so it is not showing. But if you want to understand more about this, you can click on this. That is, again, we are going to come back on these things, how these security networks basically works. Okay. Then, yeah, so these are some key things you have in terms of workspace setting. Then like monitoring. So we have a specific session in terms of exploring this event test house and all. We'll come back to these options and understand. When we say encryption, this is also about related to security, Azure Vault and all. So we will explore these things in upcoming session. Okay. When it comes to Power BI, see here, for Power BI, so here you have option allow contributors to update the app for this workspace. So if you want, you can check this and they will be able to update the app. Our template apps, so it's not enabled as of now. We don't have anything as of now. That's the reason some features are not available, but we are going to access that in upcoming. No, when we have some reports and semantic models and all. Okay. Data connections, as of now, nothing is there. Even embed codes, nothing is there. All these features you will be able to explore later on when we have some reports, data sets and all. Just give me a minute. So next, under this Microsoft Fabric, we have new item. So click on new item. You see, we have, like recently, or by default, whatever some we are getting like Lakehouse, Notebook, Data Flow Gen 2. So we are going to explore, these options. Even you can search here a specific, you can like copy job. You can see I just type copy, it will be fine. So a lot of options are there. As you can see, many options are there. for different purpose. So not all of this we are going to explore, but notebook, data flows into pipeline, then some other items we are going to explore. Okay. When it comes to new folder, you can definitely manage the folder. So generally, how you manage your computer system in terms of let's say spreadsheets or Word file or images, videos, and all, how you manage. Similarly, you can create folder here and manage. So we are going to deal with the data, and for that, let's say if our project name is like hotel analytics, or let's say financial analysis. Create. So one folder has been created. Open the folder, and here you have option. So as of now, it's blank. Next, we have, but whatever actually you are going to store, that will be visible here under financial analysis. Next, we have import. So you can see option we have in terms of notebook. From this computer, you can also import your notebook from the computer. Then report, presented report. This is about a Power BI. So if you have Power BI report or a presented report or workbook, you can import it using this part, this option. When it comes to migrate, so migrate to Fabric. Now, assume like already you are working on some different, data platform, or different applications, different notebooks, or uh, yeah. So all those things actually how you can migrate here to Fabric. So those are options you have using data engineering items or data factory or Synapse pipelines, data model. Too many options are there. We can use mostly, Azure Data Factory or data engineering items. Depends, but very frequently we use data engineering pipelines, data engineering items or data factory. Okay, fine. So this is about the workspace. So in this particular workspace, let's say we have. So before getting into this part, we are going to understand about the data one lake. What is data in one lake? So that is actual session today we have. But various due to like we are little bit backward in terms of catching up. So we're going to cover up as of now just one lake. What is one lake? Okay. Then probably other things we can discuss tomorrow. So in Fabric, as I told you, like how to create tenant and the same tenant, how actually you can use it for Fabric or Power BI. So for one tenant, Fabric tenant, you will have one lake, and that can be used basically for lake house. So here you can see for one lake, you have like one workload is going to work for various things, various like lake house, warehouse, notebook, KQLDB, Power BI, data flow. I understand these terms or these keywords maybe not very much may not have very much popular familiarity, but we are going to understand as you see like for each of the topic we have separate sessions. So we are going to understand more detail about lake house, warehouse, even notebook. So today we're supposed to discuss notebook, but that is going to cover tomorrow. And KQLDB, briefly, we are going to understand what it is. Then Power BI, we are going to understand in with depth, understanding uh, like how you can import data, how you can create data models, or how you can use ETL using data flow Gen 2. So here you have data flow, which is going to, which we are going to use for various purpose, but that is one of the key component you have in Power BI. So if you use Power BI Desktop, then it is Power Query. That is also available in Excel sheet as a Power Query. And same thing you have in Power BI Services, which is Power BI Cloud. There also you can use data flow. There you have as a name like data flow, which is almost 95% similar to Power Query. So there is no much difference. It's the same tool. Okay. So we are going to understand the difference in terms of data flow, Gen 2, and even Power Query. Briefly that how actually for what purpose you should use Power Query in Power BI, and same time, same application, how you actually are going to use it for Power BI ETL purpose. So advantage of using data flow Gen 2 is that suppose if you don't have any background in coding. So if you don't have any background in coding, then data flow Gen 2 is going to help you by just using GUI buttons. So you will be able to perform a lot of ETL activities. When we say ETL, that means extract, transform, and load. Same time, you have another term, ELT, extract, load, and transform. So both of these terms actually you can use in data flow Gen 2, where you don't need to, not necessarily you need to write the code. You don't need basically programming background, and you will be able to use just a GUI, using GUI buttons, you will be able to transform data. You will be able to perform ETL or ELT activities. Okay. So this is a hierarchy for one lake. And see, uh, for one organizations or one tenant, you will have only one lake. And these are the workload you have for one lake. Features, as you see, one per tenant automatically available by default. You don't need to create one lake separately. Automatically, it's going to be available. There is no storage provisioning. Built on ADLS Gen 2, that is Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2, shared by every Fabric workload. So you can see these are the workload we have. Okay. So this is a hierarchy of one lake: tenant, domain, workspace, item, files, and tables. So broadest scope depicts a tenant, and then most granular, that is files and tables. So when we say like most granular or grain or granularity, so what do you understand by the basically this term? So this term is very simple, and it is very much important to understand because when you are dealing with data, so grain or granularity is very important in terms of ETL or data modeling or semantic data modeling and all. So when we say grain, basically, let's say a particular bank have, huge transaction every day, every second, every minute, every hour, huge transactions are happening. But when you have to create a data model, based on the data, banking data, then what is your approach is going to be, whether it's a second wise, every second, whatever transaction happening, or minute wise, or hourly basis, or daily basis, or weekly basis, or monthly, quarterly, yearly. So these are the, you have like, you need to choose out of these categories that, which, or grain basically, which grain actually you want to use, starting from second or basically minutes, hours, and all. So that is very important in terms of creating data models and all, even processing of data when it comes to using various services. That is a really important factor. So depends upon your outcome. You need to understand that the data, what is the objective of creating that data model. Based on that, you need to choose that grain. So in this case, in this hierarchy, like we have, 5 hierarchy. Out of 5, this is the lowest level of grain, or you can say granular. Okay, so this is the lowest level of granularity you have in this hierarchy. Broadest you have tenant, that is in top, right? So next, what kind of files actually we are going to use? So that is going to be CSV, JSON, images, Excel, PDF. Definitely, even we are going to use SQL, SQL database also in terms of tables and all. SQL tables also we are going to use it. So how to connect with your Fabric workspace with help of notebook, or if you want to use a data flow Gen 2, both way we can connect your SQL server. So my recommendation is that not mandatory, but you should also install a SQL server and SSMS. So you will get a realistic idea that how generally in real time how it works. When you have definitely most of the company use SQL database. On top of that, definitely you have these options. So I'm going to help you how actually you're going to connect with the SQL database and use either in cloud as a like in note using notebook, you can write the queries, all the queries, or you can also write offline in your system itself, and that is going to sync with your notebook, Fabric workspace. Okay, so in Fabric workspace, you have SQL Analytics endpoint. Using that connections, you can definitely, uh, you know, create a semantic model in Power BI, as well as you can use your SQL. You know, you can use SQL queries. You can perform various tasks in your SQL database, which is offline. There is the same link and approach you have in terms of Azure Cloud also, or Azure SQL database. So Azure SQL database and SQL Server, both are very much similar. And so that approach, I'm going to teach you that how actually you should use if you are using Azure SQL database or SQL database offline in your desktop on premises. And same time, these are the common files we use. So how actually again about tables. So delta tables, structured, curable, optimize, all those things we are going to explore. So tomorrow we'll have our first coding session, starting from a CSV file or JSON file, and we will understand first of what is a PySpark, what is a Spark SQL, and we are going to perform our first coding session in terms of handling these files and these tables. So that was planned for today, but we are little bit backward in terms of catching up. So next, as you can see, we have our first PySpark notebook, and we are going to understand each and everything of these codes and options, whatever you have, some functions and all. So we are going to resume our session tomorrow. I am going to take few minutes in terms of your chat, whatever questions and all you have, and then we'll resume our session tomorrow. Oh, then why don't we use an attendance serve? Okay. So that is one services that is for AI agent and all. Uh, that is not part of our course. So I'm going to exclude that part because it may just like it's not relevant for our course. For this course, when it comes to advanced level of Fabric, we can use it. Time may not allow to explore those AI agents. I mean, if you want to integrate AI agents and all in Fabric, time may not allow. So that's why I don't want to give you false commitment. Okay. So I think it's more about attendance. Tony, you can just look into the attendance. Most of the people are asking about attendance. So I think, okay. So links are, I think already Tony has shared link. Tony, please help them to provide the link once again.
Sure, sir.
Yes, yes. So fine. So it's all about looks like attendance. Say I cannot repeat again and again. You can go through once again, and today you will have that account setup document available in your LMS. So you can just use that document. By following the document, if you are not able to create account, then again you can chat. In chat you can mention. We will try to further like we cannot spend so much time, but another 5 minutes or 10 minutes I may spend to brief you how you can create this. But everything is written in that document. Please refer that one. That's my recommendation. Okay, so some course fee and all you can connect to institute. Okay, fine. So thanks everyone. We are going to continue our session tomorrow. Okay, 1 minute. Sir, will you provide the data set for working? Yes, we will also provide the data set, even code. So these are some sample codes what I'm showing you, but you will have some more queries which I'm going to write here live, and all the codes actually will be getting in LMS. So our actual coding task will start tomorrow, or data handling basically using PySpark or Spark SQL, or normally just a SQL queries, or even Python pandas. So these are the languages or libraries we are going to use, not a Scala or R or any other languages. So you will be getting definitely all the basic level of queries, commands related to PySpark. Even I'm going to explain you each and everything. Don't worry. Uh, each and everything I'm going to explain you. So considering basic level of course, you should not have any confusion why I'm using a particular command, what it means. Everything I'm going to explain you. Don't worry. So we're going to conclude now. Okay. Sir, I'm from BCom background and don't have idea about like Python and terminology. I'm not understanding. Hmm. So go through the day one. This is a course for everyone, whatever background you have. So please, go through the first day session onwards. Go through those recordings. This course is designed for everyone, whether you have whatever background you have, doesn't matter. Yes, VS Code, we are going to use it. That option is available. We can use that, no issue. I'll show you that option also. Okay, so fine. I'm going to conclude today's session. We'll catch up tomorrow, 7 p.m. IST. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Over to you, Tony.
So, yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for your time, dedication, and for sharing your valuable knowledge with all of us. So, I would also like to thank all our learners for your active participation and continuous support throughout today's session. Before we conclude, here are a few reminders. Please complete the feedback form shared in the chat. Continue using your register email ID for attendance. Join tomorrow's session using the same Zoom link. We look forward to seeing you all again for day 5 at 7 p.m., where we will continue exploring more exciting concepts in Microsoft Fabric. Once again, thank you everyone for being with us today. Have a wonderful evening, stay safe, and keep learning. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, everyone.